Hi, I'm Phenn, non-binary trans woman variety streamer over at the LairofLore. We do a heck of a lot of different things from Pokemon to Monster.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm Phenn, but I stream over at twitch.tv/the LairofLore. I'm a Twitch affiliate and have been streaming since late 2016. Current follower count at 945 and average viewer around 15.
Nice. Oh, that's exciting. Wow. So let's think back to making an affiliate. Did you have a plan that you were already streaming for a long time and you were like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this. So how do I get those followers? Or did you have a plan? You're like, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing.
So I didn't have an initial plan because my brain went, well, I'm already at the viewer count pretty consistently because I had a couple of folks who were around watching, and I had the streaming hour numbers because I was doing a 365-day streaming challenge at the time. So I needed to get those followers, and the way that I mostly did it was I was involved with the Magic the Gathering community at the time with a lot of podcasters who would, because raids also weren't a thing at this time in Twitch, would tell people to go check out my channel whenever they would finish whatever they were doing.
Did you have any dips after you got affiliate? So right now you're at an average of 15. So let's say you started at 3, you gradually went up. Was there anything in there? Was there any causes of why there was dips?
So there were definitely a couple of dips. One, because a lot of my initial support 6 years ago was from the Magic the Gathering community, and I have fallen pretty far away from that. I also had a significant dip when I came out as trans, which only happened about 2 years ago. But both of those were in themselves strategies to bring those numbers back up because those things weren't bringing me joy anymore. And being unhappy on stream was also driving numbers down. So changing up my strategy to not necessarily be focusing on the things I had been doing, but things that were actually making me more happy, ended up bringing a lot more folks who wanted to stick around in.
I love that. I love it's be yourself and then people will show up, honestly.
Exactly, yeah.
I love that. Was there any successful tips that got you views or followers? Something that other than just like this is me. Did you actually put in like, oh, let me do this? And there's like, wow, that actually kind of worked.
The big thing that I noticed was getting off of Twitch because I was here before raids and things were really available and hosting was about all you could do. So connecting with other creators and connecting with your community through, at the time, Twitter was the biggest thing, a little bit Facebook, but taking advantage of all the tools outside, and not just to connect with your community, but also connecting with streamers who resonate with you, who inspire you, even if they're like the same size as you can still find a lot of streamers who feel like they're doing what you wish you were doing. And that's exactly what I did, is I found a lot of streamers whose energy I adore, and basically just connected with them and tried to become their friends. And yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how when you can see the people that are just there to get a follow, if it's not authentic, then it's like, oh, we can see through that.
Yeah, and there's always that concern of like, oh, I really hope that's not how I'm coming off, because it's I adore the way you do everything, and I want to be friends with you, but I know that some people are going to see that as I'm just trying to piggyback off your success. And it's like, no, I want to push you up too, please.
Yeah, I feel like if it is authentic, people can pick up on that. People be like, okay, yeah. Like they just want to hang. They just want to, So jumping from an average of 3 viewers to 15, that's a huge jump. Was there anything that changed physically in your streams or anything that got you to the average of 15?
The jump really for me happened about 2 years ago when I came out to my community as trans and embraced being bi and poly, and was just a lot happier. Is nothing that changed that physically with my stream beyond the fact that I was happier. I wasn't being performatively angry, which a lot of the people who initially inspired me I thought were being performatively angry and were actually just angry people. and realizing that I can just do the things that I enjoy and talk about the things that I enjoy, or talk about the things that I'm passionate about, even if it's a negative thing, because we need to talk about it. And just that passion, be it positive or negative, is what really drew people in and kept them around.
Wow, that's awesome. It's inspirational, honestly, of just like being your happiest self, and then people will come from that. Seriously though. So I think one of the harder things to do on Twitch is to get people to come back after they've already followed. So they somehow found you, they hit the follow button. How do you get people to return? Is there anything that you did other than just your cool vibes, or something you haven't said already?
One thing that I always tried to do, and I think this is partially because I'm coming at this from the trans perspective where chosen name is so important, is when someone arrives for the first time, I always try and make sure that they tell me how to pronounce their username, because that's the name that they are choosing to present themselves with on Twitch, and I want to make sure that I'm using it properly. And I that way when they come back the next time, I'll go, I remember you, or using stuff like the pronoun extension app by Alejo to try and make sure that there's a little bit more of a personal connection, because I see your pronouns, and in some cases, noticing when folks have a pronoun change, because that's a big thing in my community, is a lot of people realizing that they're trans and changing up their pronouns, and just welcoming folks back when they come back, because especially that second time someone comes back, it's that you came back, thank you.
That's good. It's a little bit of like respecting your community, like, that's awesome. So big picture plans. So what was your big picture plan, your goals when you made affiliate, and then what is your goals now at an average of 15 viewers?
So my initial plan when I hit affiliate was, okay, and now we push for partner with my 3 average viewers. And that was 6 years ago, so that clearly didn't happen, but there was also a lot of stuff to go through on the way through that. Totally. Since then, I became a full-time streamer. At the time, I was doing it as a fun thing because I hated my job. Now, I still want to hit partner, but right now, my goal is not actively to hit partner. It's to foster this community that I've started, where so many marginalized folks feel safe. And while I want it to expand so that more folks can come in and feel safe in it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for all the tips and advice and everything. That was so helpful.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been in your stream, so I'm excited to check you out and say hi and everything.
It's definitely an 18+ stream, because we talk about a lot of queer stuff and a lot of thirsty stuff, but yeah.
We love that. Well, thank you so much, and it was nice meeting you. I'll see you in your stream.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.